Okay. So today I'm going to talk about this beautiful book of Dr. Joe Dispenza. Hmm? And and many of us, we are like, we have this analytical mind and we think, how does this spirituality works? And sometimes we think is it just, it's today morning itself, one of my friend, he called me for some reason. He wanted to discuss something and he was asking me what do I do, and I said, yes, this is what my whole life has become, spirituality. And I asked him, what do you do? He said, नहीं नहीं, मैं भगवान का पूजा करता हूँ, थोड़ा बहुत मानता हूँ, लेकिन उससे ज्यादा मैं अंधविश्वास में नहीं मानता हूँ. So I, what is Andhvishwas? Anything that we don't understand, we tag it as blind faith, right? And that's why even spirituality should be backed with a lot of science. And that's when our faith strengthens. And this is and I will be forwarding this PDF to most of you, to all of you, I think, in the group today. I'll pin myself so that I can see myself. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, today I'll be sending this book of Dr. Joe Dispenza. It will take some time, but it is very important for you to know so that you now understand and believe it completely in your heart what we are going to do. So Dr. Joe Dispenza is the man where, he was a researcher. He was researcher in a real field, a doctor, a PhD researcher in a real field. He was very famous, but before being famous, he met with an accident and he was bedridden. Everybody told him that he won't be able to, walk again or even sit again and all these things, but he applied the power of manifestation by understanding the science of it. And today he is actually called, the Amitabh Bachchan of spirituality. That is the kind of work he has done in the whole world. Most of the people, even my many mentors, they look up to him for the final answers, because everything that he does is backed with research, 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 research. He has created multiple multiple instruments, even new instruments, which can now do a research on how the brain works, how the heart works. And not just that, when he doesn't have those research items, he has collaborated with amazing research institutes who can provide him with those kind of instruments, and everything that he's talking now is backed up with evidence. Yeah. So he says that in the beginning he wanted to please the audience, the people who don't believe in all this spirituality. So he was playing safe. He would not speak things which will which might make the people who are very practical angry. So he used to always be safe, but deep down he always had this desire that I want to really write a book of supernatural. That's what this book is. He has written multiple books, but the book that I'm talking about right now is said it is becoming supernatural. And he says that that the research of his now I'll start with the research. He says the autonomous nervous system, the nervous system that we have, it has a lot of the nervous system in the previous time was used the survival and the healing mode. Those, whenever something used to happen to the animals or the man, the first thing they would do is that they would run. So they would release a lot of hormones called adrenaline, cortisol. These are called stress hormones. Yeah. And and these animals, whenever there was some attack by a larger animal or a predator, you would shut down the healing hormones, yeah, all the healing hormones, and they would activate all these hormones so that they can run fast. Their legs can run fast. All the energies, they come to the legs and the hands so that they can run fast. And that's why the hormones that would get released during this time was adrenaline, cortisol, all these are stress hormone. But with a period of time, and the moment the danger was over, they would again come back to relaxed state. You see those animals, they are not always stressed, they are not looking around for trouble. Okay, they're only worried only when there is a predator, otherwise they are again relaxed. So this was very easy for them to heal. But what happened is that with normal human beings, without even having problems, we create our own problems with the mind. Ye nahi hua, wo nahi hua, and because of this survival instinct, we still relate these instincts. Even if a small job problem, it feels as if a predator is attacking me, and my body starts shooting in a different way, and it creates so many hormones in the body, which is not good, not just for our health, but not even for manifesting things. Yeah. And what he says is that, and that's why it's very important to bring the autonomous nervous system to balance, so that it not just only heals our body, but also when it heals, it can also impact matter. So that has been proved by Dr. Joe Dispenza, that when we are in a coherent state of body and mind, we not just only heal our body, we impact even the matters. That's why how manifestation occurs. So please read his book. I will be posting it in the group. So then what he says is that, increased in a hold clear intent. So when there is, when they say this is why brain coherence is so important, so that bringing the brain is moving left and right when some problem happens. But brain coherence is about bringing the brain to balance in rhythm, to bring it as slow as possible, so that and that also he says it can be done through electro EEG, electroencephalogram. So there is an instrument which can measure electroencephalogram, which can measure how the brain is working. And he has shown that by breathing technique and going into empty space, the brain starts becoming coherent. Okay. And not just coherent, sometimes what happens is, he said that in 2013 they found some very amazing researchers where they say, okay, that was the first time they recorded such high energy in the brain. And that happens sometimes when if you have attended my breath work, you will see I have always told that sometimes the brain not just becomes slow and goes into slower and slower frequency, and the slowest the frequency, the brain wave, the best it is. But at the same time, there is one frequency which is called gamma rays, जो बोलते हैं ना कि भार या ट्रांस में आ जाते हैं लोग. So that kind of wave. So many of his students, they emitted that kind of wave as well, and it was unbelievable. They have never seen such kind of energies, but that was also done when we do that meditation of emptying the mind and opening the heart. And heart coherence, and another thing of gamma rays is that it can bring instant remission. So he said that when these students of mine, they were emitting gamma rays, they were instantly sometimes getting healed, they got real and mystical experiences, which were they all the experience that we're experiencing inside were real and mystical. Their health changed dramatically, or even their view of life suddenly changed dramatically. Most of the problems in our life happens because our view of life is so wrong. It's the beliefs are so wrong. So when these kind of waves suddenly come up instantly, not it doesn't even take time, in a minute, in a second, all these can transform. Okay. So then I will teach you how to bring, and I've already taught you, but we'll again do it later after the study, how to bring the brain and heart coherence. Now I'll talk about heart coherence. Okay. Then he said that heart rate variability. So there is something called heart rate variability. Most of us, our heart rate is not rhythm, again because of the autonomic nervous system. इधर सोचते उधर सोचते, ये सोचते वो सोचते, ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा. क्या हो रहा है, हमारा हार्ट पीस में नहीं है, हमारा ब्रेन पीस में नहीं है, तो हार्ट रेट वेरिएबिलिटी फ्लक्चुएट करता है. बट when we maintain, then again he says the research what he has done of so many years have said, hum jab elevated, when we maintain an elevated emotion state. Okay. And how do we maintain, I have trained you before as well, when we feel gratitude, inspiration, joy, kindness, appreciation, compassion, all these nice feelings in our heart, and keep breathing in through the heart, we create that heart coherence. Okay. And when there is heart coherence, what happens is that the heart is in rhythm, in order and balance. So this is what heart coherence means. It is bringing the heart in rhythm, in order, in balance. Okay. Then so, and when there is, and when both the heart and brain, they become coherent. So let me say first about the brain coherence. Okay, let me get back to brain coherence. So what happens again in brain coherence is कि agar, the moment, why, many people, they say visualize, it is very important to visualize. And why does your visualization don't work as final manifestation, and why don't you see proofs in your life? Because आप visualize भी कर रहे हो, at the same time you are very analytical. होगा कि नहीं होगा पता नहीं, कभी तो नहीं हुआ, इतने सालों से नहीं हुआ, अभी कैसे होगा? This is the analytical brain, or the beta brain wave. Okay, that doesn't let us believe what we are doing. That's why we bring the brain into alpha, theta, we slower the brain wave, and that's why the brain becomes coherent. Okay, so when we bring this brain coherent, we are no longer bound, or we are no longer slaves of our environment. Otherwise, most of the time, maybe I'm giving you an example. Maybe I want to live in a palatial building. Okay, but I'm right now living in a jhoparpatti. So even if you're trying to manifest or visualize, your external environment will not make you believe, because बोले कि कहाँ पे हो तुम, कैसे सोच सकती हो कि ये होगा? But what brain coherence does is that you will see that when we bring the brain into coherence, we start being detached from the external environment, and we are, that's why, because we are detached from the external environment कि क्या हो रहा है, हम बहुत clearly decide कर सकते हैं कि मेरा clear intent क्या है right now, मैं क्या चाहती हूँ अपने life में, and मैं believe करती हूँ कि this will come in my life. Yeah, this is what the brain coherence does. Again, now with brain coherence, if we bring the heart coherence, what happens is that we stop living in the past and we start living in the future. Stop living in the past means we are always thinking mere sath ye hua. Okay, and so many things had happened. So all these things will let me not believe that this can also happen in my life. Oh, I can be very healthy, I can be very rich, oh, I can have amazing relationships. Because हमारा past बार बार हमें बोलेगा कि it is not possible, it is not possible. But when we bring the heart and brain into coherence, what happens is that, again, what happens, we detach ourselves from the past and we start believing in the new beautiful future, whatever we want to create through visualization. Okay, and what Dr. Joe Dispenza did is, he has done he has collaborated. So in case he Heart Math Institute of Colorado, it is a very renowned institute in US. He collaborated with that institute to create this research, to do this research, and he found these amazing things that has happened. Okay, through heart coherence, what he has found is that, yes, what he realized is that, through heart and brain and heart coherence, you can influence the nervous system. The nervous system, which was now very erratic, always in stress mode, always releasing cortisols and, adrenaline. Now by bringing the brain and the heart into balance, the students, he was teaching the students to naturally learn how to bring the autonomic nervous system into balance. Because once you bring the autonomic nervous system into balance, बहुत चीज अपने आप solve हो जाता है. Okay, so then what he did is that, what the research showed with the Heart Math Institute is that the heart coherence, it not, when we open our heart, it creates a magnetic field. Can you imagine? Our heart creates a magnetic field. This was proved by Heart Math Institute. It is not even Dr. Joe's own institute. It was a very renowned, it is a very renowned institute in US, and they are proving that in collaboration with him, that it creates a magnetic field, and that magnetic field has energy. Okay, And he says that, every magnetic field will have an energy and it will have a frequency, and if it is an energy and frequency, it will also have an information. Okay, so what I'm doing is that it is also said the brain sends the signal out, it sends the intent, but I cannot send the intent if my heart is not, the heart is the medium. So as for example, चाय का चाय देना, कोई गेस्ट आता है ना, तो हम चाय देना चाहते हैं, उनको सर्व करना चाहते हैं, बट हम चाय कैसे सर्व करें? गेस्ट आएंगे तो ऐसे नहीं करेंगे, हमें चाय का नीचे प्लेट चाहिए होता है ना, टू टेक इट एज अ मीडियम टू गिव इट टू द अदर पर्सन. सो द हार्ट एक्ट्स एज अ मीडियम, इट हार्ट प्रोवाइड्स that medium to go to make that intent, and it comes back to us. Okay, that's why I said heart coherence creates that magnetic field, which creates energy and frequency and information. And that information ka matlab kya hai? Now the heart creates energy, information, and that information is nothing but the brain's information, whatever intent. मुझे पढ़ाई में बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स चाहिए, मुझे बहुत अच्छा जॉब चाहिए, that is the brain's intent. Now the cup sits on the plate and reaches the guest. The guest is the universe. Okay, you got it? So this is what the research of the, like, again, that research what he did with Heart Math Institute have also shown कि हमारा जो heart coherence है वो सिर्फ हमें ही नहीं change करता है. They have seen that when they put two group of people in the same room, and they asked one group of people to increase their heart coherence. Okay, and they saw that by increasing our heart coherence, by opening our heart and bringing heart coherence, the other group which was not working at all on heart coherence, automatically their heart became coherent. Okay, so that is the power. बोलता है ना कि जैसे बड़े बड़े महापुरुष है ना, again this we feel, oh, that is I don't believe. Now everything is science. This Mahapurush, the research says that when you do try to find a magnetic field of big yogis na, their magnetic field is huge. कभी कभी पूरा country भी भर सकता है, इतना बड़ा होता है, उनके body से ज्यादा भी उनका बड़ा magnetic field होता है, इतना उन्होंने बना दिया है. Okay, that is nothing but they have worked on making this heart very coherent and big. Okay, open. Okay, so in the same way, we not only have the power to, when the heart and the mind become, we not only have the power to become healthy, coherent, and change our biology, it also changes the belief, it also changes others. So हम ही नहीं, हमारा हेल्थ ही नहीं चेंज होता है, हमारे बिलीव्स भी चेंज होते हैं, बिकॉज हमारे बिलीव्स ही ज्यादातर टाइम हमारे लाइफ में प्रॉब्लम करता है. Yeah, what we believe, what we sow, that we reap, right? I believe that I'm good for nothing, that's what I'm reaping from the universe. And it not only does that, it is also sending blessings to everybody around, whomever I want to. We can start with our friends, our parents, and everybody. That's why I always say that my father was ill, but I believed so much in this power, and all the doctors, they give up, but I believed that there is nothing called impossible. If he's meant to stay, he was told in 2009, but I believe that if he's meant to stay, I will work, I'll give my all to bring him back. And today he's 73, and in 60 and 59 he was told he would not survive. So I'm grateful to this understanding, okay, that my heart, my power can also transform others. Okay, second is, so then again the research what he has done is about के उन्होंने देखा है कि there are 23 articles on it. Okay, not just one, not just Heart Math Institute, 23 articles and 50 peace gatherings. 50 peace gathering के लोगों का भी research किया गया है, and they found that whenever these kind of peace gatherings happened, they realized that the violence, the war, the crime, and the traffic incidents, they go down, they decrease. Can you imagine the power of people? We feel क्या कर सकते हैं, but हम बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं. At the same time, he released when these people came together and they increased this heart coherence and brain and heart coherence, there was an increase in economic growth in the whole of the country, in the whole of the world. you know. So can you imagine, हम सोचते कि हमारा economic growth, हमारा health, अरे हमारा छोड़ो, हम we can also work on others economic growth, we can also work on others peace and happiness. This is the power human beings have. Start believing in that. And I'm not telling it, all of it is in the science of being supernatural. Okay. Okay. uh, okay, there is another thing. Okay, there's another science that they have found, that what happens is that everything in the world, they emit light and energy. Okay, even एक छोटा सा भी instrument है, that is quantum physics which talks about it. Everything, they emit light and energy. Okay, and they have found again through research, and this is Dr. Joe Dispenza says कि ये instrument मैंने अपने institute में बनाया है, खोजने के लिए, to research. And I'm glad to, he says that we were able to make an instrument which can test this kind of energy, light हमारे body से या फिर किसी भी matter से कितना release होता है. And what he says is that there is always a little bit of light energy emitting light and energy emitting from all of us. Okay, but the moment we get into survival modes, again the autonomous nervous system is working erratically. कुछ हुआ है, मैं stress में चली गई हूँ and everything. What happens is that now my body needs a lot of energy because I'm in stress. Inside में बहुत energy की जरूरत है उसको handle करने के लिए. तो क्या करता है, मेरे बाहर का एनर्जी से वो बॉडी लेके एनर्जी केमिस्ट्री में कन्वर्ट करेगा. ओके, ये जो बाहर का मेरा लाइट एनर्जी है उसको लेके मेरा बॉडी केमिस्ट्री में कन्वर्ट करेगा. सो क्या होगा, दैट मीन्स मेरा लाइट और ये एनर्जी श्रिंक कर जाएगा, मेरे पास उतना लाइट और एनर्जी नहीं रहेगा. ओके, एंड व्हाट हैपेंस कि जितना ज्यादा लाइट, उतना ज्यादा एनर्जी, उतना ज्यादा लाइफ, उतना हम लोग जॉयफुल फील करते हैं, इजंट इट, हम इतना लाइवली फील करते हैं. बट जितना लेस लाइट, एंड दिस इज अगेन अ रिसर्च, आई एम नॉट सेइंग इट, जितना लेस लाइट अराउंड अस, उतना लेस एनर्जी, उतना लेस वाइटल. सो हम अपना लाइफ कैसे चेंज करेंगे अगर हमारा एनर्जी ही कम है, राइट? So that's why again bringing the autonomic nervous system into balance is so important. And what the brain and heart does is nothing but bringing the autonomous nervous system into balance. Okay. And what he says is that again it is a research. He says that हमें लगता है कि body cells ही अपने आप में communicate करता है chemically. We think that the body cells communicate with each other chemically. But he says again, with the research we have proved, it is not just the body cells. It is again the energy and the information that I'm carrying all around me is also helping the cells to communicate. So if my energy is good and my information that I'm giving myself, oh, I'm very healthy, and I'm, so most of the time we only think about the negative things. And that's why last time when I taught you how belief is so important. So because the energy also carries information, right? So if I carry an information in the energy that, oh, I'm not healthy, oh, I can never be healthy, oh, मैं ऐसी हूँ, तुम कितना भी कर लो, no matter what you do, whether you eat healthy, you work healthy, or do, because you're sending information like this, you'll again go back to unhealthiness. Okay, so that's why the energy, and the research says that the outer external information impacts the chemistry between the cells. Okay, that's why the energy is so important. Again, so again it says heart is an energy, right? It is an energy center. That's why brain and heart coherence is so important. But at the same time, it is also said that there are other energy centers as well, right? People who have attended my class, there are other energy centers which are called chakra. Can you just mention me? They're called chakras in yeah. Yes, but in philosophical or yoga terms, but they are also energy points in the autonomous nervous system. And every chakra or every energy center, it is so unique. That's why if you remember when if you have attended body dialogue, So in that, I'd make you do a guided meditation where you go to one part of the body and ask the body, you will automatically be guided to the part of the body which needs more attention of yours, and you'll be asking the body, what do you need? How can I help you? Because it says that even if we are an whole being, also our specific body parts also have their own identity, they have their own saying, they have their own mind. Okay, even the research has says the heart का brain से भी ज्यादा nervous system पता है, neurons heart में देखा गया है, heart भी think कर सकता है. This was the research that has been done. It is so strange. So that's why study. People who do not study, they think they are all andhavishwas, but when you read these scientific books, you'll understand how it is so much back these days. Spirituality is backed with science. Okay, so it says that these kind of energy centers, they all have their own intent, they have their own intent. If you remember, the lower root chakra has this intent of being security, giving security, nurturing, having wealth, money. Uske baad sacral aata hai, that is a center which is takes care of our endocrine, our reproductive systems. At the same time हमारे emotions को handle करते हैं. So all these energy centers, they have its own intent, its own consciousness, its unique mind, its individual little brain, own chemistry, own hormones, own frequency. So can you have imagine अपना खुद के hormones release करने का, frequency release का जगह है. So if my autonomous nervous system is not right, and this is the autonomous nervous system not only takes care of the heart, it takes care of all the other energy centers. So it is very important to bring the autonomous nervous system in balance. And how do we do it? How do we do it? Yeah,
With the
how do we do it?
meditation, breathing.
Yeah, we do it mainly through meditation, yes, but the technique is brain and heart coherence. Okay, so we bring the brain and the heart in coherence, and that's when this autonomous nervous system becomes, it gets into balance, it heals. Okay, and it says that again there has been a research backed with it. It says that जब हमारा हम बोलते हैं कि ना, they say that जीन्स में है तो क्या कर सकते हैं, ओ मेरा तो पापा से मिला है, इनसे मिला है, वो उनसे मिला है. But again the research has been proved, and you can also read another book, Biology of Beliefs by Bruce Lipton, who is talking about that कि even genes भी is not permanent. If we are thinking change, if our action change, if our feeling changes, our total biology can also change. Okay, it is no longer dependent on whether I'll get this from my mother, father, dada, dadi, nobody. Okay, so this is how important thinking, acting and feeling different is. How do we think, act and feel? We cannot think, act and feel differently in this state, right? मेरा एनालिटिकल माइंड बोलेगा कि नहीं नहीं, ये तो पॉसिबल नहीं है, इतने सालों से है और मेरे दादा को था, ये था वो था. बट व्हेन वी ब्रिंग द ब्रेन इनटू कोहेरेंस and the heart into coherence, we start breaking this analytic mind and believing in that unlimited, that dream that I'm dreaming, that this beautiful body or this house or this job, or and again when I'm bringing the heart into coherence, bringing again that together, we are also forgetting the past कि मैं past में गरीब था, मैं past में unhealthy था, सब भूल जाएंगे. हम सिर्फ वो उसको believe करेंगे, and that's when we can think, act and feel differently. Okay, so we will do a small meditation. Any questions, anybody? Vignesh, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Currently, I don't have any questions.
Okay.
I'm just listening currently.
Okay, I will. We'll just put the music on. Let me just see, okay? You will let me know whether you are you can hear the music or not. Can you hear the music?
Yes.
Okay. So we will do the brain and heart coherence. And as I taught you before as well, every meditation we do, we are working first on the brain and heart coherence, and then we go to other things if needed, or else this is all that we need. Just by being in brain and heart coherence, we can become supernatural. Close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Follow your normal, natural breath. See how this breath, the cold air is getting through your nostril, filling up your lungs. Relaxing all the cells of your body, and when it is releasing, you're releasing all the stress, all the tensions. Just keep focus on your breath. Keep focusing. See how peaceful your body becomes as you just keep focusing on your breath. Thoughts and emotions might come and go. Just observe them like clouds in the sky. But you are the sky. Unchanged, beautiful as ever, vast. Your focus should be only on your breath. Unchanged, vast, true self. As we just focus on your breath, we start dropping this analytical mind become coherent. Start releasing alpha brain waves, beta brain waves, or delta brain waves. Just feel the breath, feel the beat, feel the brain coherence that comes with just being with the breath. At this moment, imagine that your heart is opening with the beautiful feelings of love, joy, compassion, peace, kindness. Breathe in and out through the heart. Keep breathing in and out now through the heart. And as you breathe in and out, feel these elevated emotions because these emotions are the carriage of your intention. Open your heart chakra. Feel the devotion. Feel the gratitude that today you are learning such an amazing technique that will transform your life forever. Feel all these amazing emotions in your body, especially in your heart. Feel the joy of being alive. Feel the appreciation of this beautiful day and this life that you have. Feel the appreciation towards your parents, your grandparents, your siblings. That at least they are there if there is any problem in the relationship, at least they're alive. So many people are orphans. You have lovely people around. You have roof over your head. have friends. Breathe in and feel the appreciation. Whatever you are today is because of so many people's contribution. Feel the gratitude. Not to your teachers, your parents, even to your enemies because they have taught you some or the other lesson. Whatever you are today are because of all of them around. Even to your sufferings because today you are learning these beautiful techniques and meditation because of all the problems you had in your life. They have forced you to now take this beautiful life-changing path of meditation and transformation. At this moment, just feel the emptiness all around you, inside you and everywhere around you. Drop your ego, drop yourself, become nothing and become empty. When we become nothing, we become everything. We merge into this divine dark space of the universe. But this darkness is divine. This is where all the manifestation starts. Everything gets manifested from emptiness. Become empty. For just few seconds, create an intent of whatever you want to transform today in your life. That's why Swadhyaya is so good. It changes our mind, changes our sanskars. When we read books, when we listen to satsangs, good scriptures and studies, today something has shifted in your life. Just intend that this Swadhyaya, this satsang helps you to transform your life in the way is best for you now and get into emptiness. Release the intent, no longer think about the intent. Now again get back to just emptiness. See how you can touch the emptiness with your heart. Feel the emptiness with your heart. Touch the emptiness with your heart. Let your heart also open as you are feeling this emptiness. See how far this emptiness can go. See how it is spreading all around, left and right, and moving far and far and far. At this moment, if thoughts are bothering you, come back again to breath. Start focusing again back to your breath. And while you're focusing on your breath, again try to merge back to emptiness. The more empty we are, the cleaner we become because we have so much space to drop our beliefs, our habits, our patterns, negative patterns that are holding back. Beliefs that maybe I'm alone, nobody cares. I'm good for nothing. Everyone takes advantage of me. Just release, drop. Just surrender into the emptiness. Let the universe help you drop all the beliefs and patterns. I'm not valued. No matter what I do, nobody values me. I'm always alone. Drop, drop, drop in this emptiness. I'm unhealthy. Drop. Drop logics that this is possible, that is possible, this is what they said. Drop. Just believe your dream. Bring in the new beliefs. The opposite beliefs that I'm healthy. I'm valued. I'm always supported. I always have people around me to take care of me and nurture me. I always have good friends. Feel it with your heart in this emptiness, this new belief. My whole body is healthy, completely healthy. My whole body is strong. I'm filled with energy. As you feel the new beliefs, feel it completely in your body, and your task is to again go back to emptiness. This emptiness is your supernatural state. This emptiness that you are feeling with your heart, that you are touching with your heart, is the most supernatural state of yours. Keeping in this state for another 1 minute. Feel this peace, calmness, and satisfaction that comes with this emptiness. And with this feeling, slowly, whenever you are ready, you can come back to the here and now. As you come back, feel the gratitude for this beautiful experience in your heart. Feel the joy that you are transforming, your life is changing. With gratitude, slowly open your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you, Sayakta.
Thank you.
You, ma'am.
Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can also reach out to me personally or text me, and then I'll give you a time and we can talk, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
And friends, we are here to support each other, to transform each other, okay? You can also become friends with each other, help each other, know each other, and become like, friends in support. So, yes, please don't stay alone in depression. If you are in depression or you're feeling low, that means your frequency is going low. And sometimes you cannot get up on your own. Immediately call me or message me. Okay? The more your frequencies are low, it is difficult to manifest. So even if I cannot give you time at that moment, I will give you later. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good day.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, Shankar Dada.